Good morning, students. Today I am again here, but with the second book. I will be starting the second book, which is known as Indian Economic Development. Students, I will be sending the PDF of the first chapter by Sophos app, and we will be also covering the reference book of the VK, in fact TR Jain and VK Ore. I have given you some notes. I will be sending you some notes also. Now, students, we will start with the first chapter of this book, which is known as Indian Economy on the Eve of Independence. In this chapter, we will be covering major why the colonial exploitation took place and on which area it took place. Second, on the eve of independence, how was the Indian economy? And third, if the Indian economy was backward, in which sectors the effect was too high. So I will start with the first topic of this chapter, that is the colonial exploitation, which was done by the Indian economy, which was on the Indian economy on the eve of independence. Now, when we talk about the Indian economy, the British government always took the Indian economy as a colony. Clear? So what do you mean by a colonial exploitation? Means they are just using our income for their weapons, for their development of the British economy, but it does not involve any, for example, any development of our economy. So first exploitation which they did was on the agricultural sector. And how do they exploited our agricultural sector, which was our backbone? What they did, first thing, they took the zamindari system as a very important concept. They have given as zamindars a huge amount of importance. What they did, that zamindars used to, they were known as the owners of the soil, but actually they were not the tillers of the soil. What do you mean by the tillers? The people who are working on the, actually the laborers or the workers or the farmers which are actually working on the soil. So they were giving rent to these tillers of the soil, the rented land, and they used to take huge amount of rent from the tillers of the soil. The rented portion which they used to give to the farmers, and they used to take, that is known as lagan, they used to take, and they used to, the zamindar used to give a fixed amount of these lagans to the government, and rest they were using for their luxury items. So what they did, that they put a huge amount of lagans or the rent to the tillers of the soil, so that they can get a benefit of that amount. So they were not actually knowing what is the problems, how these tillers of the soils are working. They were putting huge pressures on these tillers of the soil, so that they can get actually the huge amount of money. But they were not knowing actually what is the problems being faced by the tillers of the soil. Second, they impacted on the industrial sector. How they impacted on the industrial sector, that they just created the foreign demand of these Indian handicrafts were destroyed by putting heavy duties on these exports. You all know our exports are the, we can say that Indian handicrafts was on the boom, and you can see the rulers, the kings were having a huge impact of the Indian handicrafts. But these foreign demands of Indian handicrafts were also there, but these British rule, what they did, they put out heavy duties on these exports. Similarly, the domestic demand for the Indian handicrafts were also destroyed by these Britishers when they put the duty-free imports of their finished goods are in. Third impact of the colonial exploitation was on through industrial trade. When we talk about what do you mean by industrial trade? The export and imports of the good. They used to export raw materials on the duty-free basis. All the Indian raw materials, all the jute, cotton, raw materials of the finished product, they were exporting from India, and they were exporting on a very duty-free economy. They were exporting to the Britain, and from there they were importing from our country, they were exporting, and from their British countries they were importing the duty-free goods of the finished products to our country. So if you know that if any economy is exporting the raw materials of the product, the economy cannot grow. So next we will start. There were the three way of the exploitation, colonial exploitation, which was done by the British rule. Now in short, I will covering the features of the Indian economy which was there on the eve of independence. Our economy was a stagnant economy, backward economy. Stagnant means हमारी economy रुकी हुई थी. There was no development in the economy. Clear? So as you all know that I can tell you stagnant means हमारी economy में development नहीं था. Between 1860 to 1925, the economic growth of per capita income was as low as only 0.5% per annum. But in 1925 and 1950, it reduced to 0.1%. Clear? That means the stagnation of the economy was very stagnant. Our economy was backward. Our economy was poor. We were based on agricultural backwardness. The 72% of the population was on the agricultural basis, but the contribution of income was only 50% from that. Productivity was very low. Industrial backwardness was there. We were not having basic and heavy industries were not there in our country. Production of the finished goods were negligible. So the small scale cotton industry on our eve of independence, they were really bad. There were poor independent infrastructure in our economy. They developed only railways, but their railways production, their development of railways was for their benefit. Clear? There was rampant poverty in our economy. Rampant means the poverty was so poor, the people were so poor in our economy, they do not have the proper nutrients, or even they could not have 2 proper meals in a day. Heavy dependence on imports were there. Limited urbanization. The people were less urban. They were not knowing what is the how the people were having technology. The technology was very good. They were all using, not able to use in fact the urban technologies in the agricultural sector. So they were not knowing how to use threshers, mechanisms were not there. So urbanization was not there. So the colonial economy was impacting. India was in a bad shape. The Indian economy was really backward. Now students, we will be starting the major topic here, that is sector-wise division of the economy. I will be covering 6 major sectors: agriculture sector, the trade sector, the demographic features on the eve of independence in our further lectures. Thank you for today. Have a nice day.